Hey there, I'm really excited that you're here with me today. I love helping people create and launch their online courses. A common problem or hurdle that I see a lot of people have is that they know they want an online course, but they are just not sure what kind of topic it should cover. So in this podcast episode, I want to take you from no idea to course idea in just 5 simple steps. Okay, are you ready to get started? I am. I'm all about fast and efficient, so let's just dig right in. So yes, an online course is such a powerful tool for almost any business. And I have helped people in all different niches and all different types of businesses create online programs and online courses. It's an amazing tool to have to help give extra value to your current client base or to start attracting new clients into your business. It's a really great way to have passive revenue coming into your business, especially if you're used to working one-on-one or maybe even one-to-many in person with people. Having an online course allows you to expand your reach and maximize your time. So 5 steps to determining what topic your course should cover. Number 1, let's talk about your goals. What is the overall purpose of creating this type of leg in your business? Is it to create new revenue new revenue for yourself? Is it to build a brand new business? Or do you want to expand on your existing business? There's no wrong answers. So I'm just kind of planting some seeds here for you to think about. Why do you really want this online course in the first place? Is it going to be for new customers or is it going to be for existing customers? Do you have defined revenue goals? I think that's really important for any venture that you go into, whether it's an online course or anything else. What are the long-term and short-term revenue goals for this to make sense for you to even be working on in your business? How much time do you have to devote to a new project, especially like building an online course? Now, whenever you go through a program like mine, you can get this done relatively quickly and launched and have sales fast, but it still does take some time. So think about how much time do you have to devote to this type of venture or project. And then where do you want to be in 12 months with this online course idea? Do you have goals over the year for where you would like this to go? Do you want to serve hundreds or thousands of people in your online course? Or are you just really wanting to serve, a few people, get your ideas out there and validate the fact that you can create an online course? Like I said, there's no wrong answer to any of these questions. They're just here to help you set the goals for creating your online course. So almost every single venture that I begin or project that I begin with a client, we start with setting goals. It has to happen. You have to have some goals so whenever you get there, right? You have to have some type of milestones or achievements that that you've hit, so then you can continue to grow. So step number 1 in determining the topic for your online course is setting goals. Step number 2, what are you an expert in? Like, we are all experts in our own rights. And we have invested tons of time and tons of energy and possibly tons of money and study into becoming experts in certain things. We have experiences and things that we want to share with others in a very unique way. So even though there's probably plenty of other people that have similar experiences as you, none of them are you. So you get to share that experience and that expertise in your own unique way. So this question is really going to just define, what are you an expert in? And there can be more than one thing. You can be an expert at many things. And think outside of, I kind of live in this internet marketing bubble. But think outside of that bubble a little bit. What are you an expert in outside of marketing or business or digital anything? Think about some things that you can do and you can teach others that is going to solve a problem of some kind. So think about this. If you are a coach, right? A lot of people that I work with are a coach or a life coach or something like that. What kind of coaching do you do? What do you love about coaching? What do you not love about coaching? When you're asked for advice, what are people coming to you for? What are they really coming to ask you for advice on? If you start noticing a pattern of, oh, people always ask me about blank, that might be a really great idea for your course, right? That you can kind of create the answer once and be able to provide that answer to hundreds or thousands of people by only answering it one time. So I want you to think about what you're an expert at. What do you love about it? What do you not love about it? I know that whenever I have gone through this exercise, I realize that I don't really enjoy being one-on-one with multiple people at a time. Like, I have to work with 3 clients one-on-one at a time, and I've realized that's my limit, because it does take so much time and effort. So whenever I look at my coaching part of my business, what do I love about it? Well, I love working with people. I love helping people get past struggles or past hurdles or get rid of frustration and overwhelm, all of that. But what I don't love about it is the amount of time that it takes and the fact that I have to be limited to just 3 people at a time. So it's okay to love things and not love things about the thing that you're great at. So, but I want you to ask yourself, what are you an expert at? And then think about what I've already kind of positioned before is, what do others come to you for advice about? You get asked probably similar questions over and over again. What are those things that you get asked quite a bit? And then if you had to speak for 1 hour with no preparation, no notes, no PowerPoints, no slides, nothing, what would you talk about? And I love discovering these things. So I want you to think about, what would you talk about for an hour if somebody asked you, like, hey, can you come speak to my group of women at lunch? You have an hour. What would you talk about? And that's going to give you a really great idea of what you could potentially create your online course about. So number 1 thing, remember, we're going from no course to course idea in 5 simple steps. So set your goals. Then what are you an expert at? And then now determine, what problem do you solve and who do you want to solve it for? I talk about this all the time. If you've followed me or listened to me ever before, almost in every single episode that I record, I talk about determining your ideal customer, your ideal client, serving them fully. And whenever you are able to serve them fully, you'll know exactly what problem you want to solve for them and how you're going to do it. So this is probably the biggest secret to being successful in business, is determining who it is that you're serving and what problems you're solving for them. It's really important also, whenever you're determining who do you want to serve, like, do they have money to spend to pay for your expertise? Russell Brunson, a long time ago, whenever I first started learning from him, he used to say a line that said, don't sell to broke people. And it makes a lot of sense, right? It'll suck the life out of you if you're sitting here trying to sell something to people that don't have money to pay for it. So make sure that the people that you want to serve and the problem you want to solve, they're willing to pay some money for it. I'm not talking tens of thousands of dollars. I'm talking any amount of money, but make sure that the people you want to serve and that you're going to be building this online course for will have the means to be able to pay you for your expertise. It's very important. So think about the different types of customers that your expertise or your knowledge can serve. If you're a photographer, for example, your list might look or include that you can help established photographers increase their average portrait sales. Maybe you have found the secret to increasing cart values for yourself and for other photographers, and you can create an online course around that. Maybe you can help established photographers spend less time editing weddings. Like, there's so many versions of how, if you're in the photography space and if you have found loopholes or secrets or really hacks to help your business become successful, you can teach that to other photographers. So just start thinking, like, where are you the expert? Who do you want to serve? And what problem can you solve for them? Okay? So remember, we have 5 simple steps to creating your idea for your online course. Number 1 was the goals. Number 2 was what are you the expert in? Number 3 is your ideal customer and the problem you're solving. And then number 4, I want you to find evidence of people who are actually going to buy your solution to their problem, okay? So once you have some ideas about what you can and want to teach and who you can teach it to, it's time to test those assumptions. So you're looking for proof of market, but not an oversaturated one and not an overly broad one. Now that brings up, there can be competition in your marketplace, and that is fine because, as I stated earlier, not everyone has your particular experience and not everyone can deliver it in the way that you can. So there's a lot of people that have podcasts, right? And I have one, maybe you have one, but we could say that it's a saturated marketplace, right? But nobody gets to deliver the information the way that I do, and nobody gets to deliver information and stories the way that you do. It's the same thing with online courses. So don't worry too much about if there are other people already doing it, because those other people aren't you. People want to learn from you. You'll attract your tribe, right? Your following, and you probably already have a bit of one already. So just think about that. So I want you to think about 3 course ideas that look the most promising. And I want you to look for evidence to see which one could be the winner. And whenever I say evidence, that's really meaning which one has like a really nice size marketplace for you, which one has the absolute ideal customer that you want to work with, and which one looks like it could be probably the most profitable. So I want you to think about those course ideas. These are the areas where you're the expert, where you have a lot of experience. And then think about some of these questions. Have you been paid to solve this problem at least once before? Like, think about what people pay you to do right now. If they're already paying you to do it, most likely they're going to pay to learn it in an online course or program. If you are looking through Amazon, are there books or Kindles or ebooks or anything about your topic? If there are already people kind of writing about this and researching it, then likely you have a pretty good idea. Have you found forum posts or Facebook groups that have to do with your area of expertise or your experiences? I'm gonna say if you go on and search Facebook and look for groups of people that are gathering, trying to solve the problem that your course can solve, then you have a great idea. So just think about some of those questions whenever you are looking for evidence if people will buy your online course. So the 5 steps then that we want to go from no topic to course topic are defining your goals, okay? And that includes your money goals, and that's important, and time goals and overall business goals, okay? I also want you to then figure out what you're the expert in, and it can be many things. And remember, we're only going to be building one course at a time. You might have ideas for all kinds of courses, but only work on one at a time. Otherwise, you're going to get too confused, too overwhelmed, and none of them will get completed. So number 1, define your goals. Number 2, define what you're the actual expert in. Number 3, determine what problem you're going to solve and who you're going to solve it for. Super important. Number 4, find the evidence of the fact that people are actually going to pay for your online course. And you can do this also through market research. You can do this through just simple conversations with people in your network or even in other Facebook groups if you're part of those. Just ask the question, hey, if I created a course about whatever, who'd be willing to learn from it? Who would be willing to participate in that thing? It's okay to ask. If you have an email list, a lot of people I work with start with no list, no following, and that's okay. But if you already have a little bit of an email list or a following, ask those questions, survey people what they need help with. And then that way you're not just grasping at straws trying to figure out what you're supposed to be teaching them whenever they will tell you what they want. So the last step is really just to define your topic. So after setting the goals and determining who you want to serve and the problem you want to solve, what topic did you come up with? I would love to know what your online course is about, or if you need help determining what topic you should choose, join my Facebook group. I have a free PDF, that workbook that walks you through the entire process. So please, if you are struggling with this, you know you want an online course, but you just haven't taken the leap yet, go ahead and join me in the online course Success Secrets Facebook group, and I'll be happy to help you there. That's what I do. So thanks for tuning in. I hope this helps, and I'll see you next time. Hey, thanks for checking out this video. Subscribe and ring the bell if you haven't done that already. And if you'd like to check out more of our videos, go ahead and just tap the screen right here.